Alright, I'm a few weeks late to this one, but I have finally gotten around to seeing The Pope's Exorcist, and that movie was wild, to say the least. Now, I think it's time to put it on the Hot Pockets to hand grenade spectrum. So, there is so much to talk about, and so little of it makes sense that I'm very excited to talk about it. The story is very confusing. So, we start off, and Russell Crowe's exorcist, Gabriel Mornth. I remember his name because they repeated it so often. He goes into this village just to see this super mentally unstable kid and performs an exorcism on the and then he gets in trouble with the church, and then this family from the United States, which really, so many of these elements make no sense to intertwine, and everything just happens. There's no conceivable plot, and the moment I realized that, and nothing really threads all of these together, and there's just sort of random events in the first act that all just get piled up and made it into the next act, was very wacky. And the longer the movie went on, the more wacky it got, and that was incredible. But yeah, the story. So pretty much, Russell Crowe's character is the main exorcist for the Vatican Church, and he gets assigned on all these exorcisms to perform. And then all of a sudden he gets tasked with this one that just happens because they are renovating the house. This American family inherited a house, and they're renovating it. I don't know. Easy Hot Pocket score for this story because I think I might have choked on it a little bit. The cinematics, there were some scenes that were truly pieces of CGI, godship, and then there were others what the fuck was going on there? This is a horror thriller, but it felt more like a comic book movie. I was so ready for the Pope's exorcist to just start blasting light from his crucifix, like some sort of heat ray, like some sort of laser beam sent by God himself. It was fantastically whelming, I think, is the best way to describe this film. But the cinematics were actually really enjoyable. The music did not fit the tone of the film 99% of the time. But cinematics, let's give it a hand grenade score because, why not? Directing, pass. Now let's go on acting. The acting is all over the place. For the beginning of the film, I was so confused what was going on. You got your stereotypical teenage girl character, you got your stereotypical single mom character. At one point, I was like, am I watching Evil Dead Rise again? And then all of a sudden, the possessions made even less sense than Evil Dead Rise. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? But Russell Crowe looked like he was having the time of his life. And sometimes that's all you gotta say. This is a Hot Pocket score from me. But damn, was Russell Crowe. He felt like Hugh Grant has been feeling in his most recent movies. If you watch D&D and Operation Fortune, Hugh Grant is just there having the time of his fucking life. That's kind of what Russell Crowe was doing in this film. And honestly, all power to him. So yeah, Hot Pocket score for acting. My expectations, holy shit, I didn't know what to expect. I checked this film out because of a friend's suggestion, that friend being the Cake Dive. I decided to check it out. I gave the options to my friend. I gave 4 options, and they picked this one. And when the movie started, they were like, oh, so it's an exorcism one, so it must be based off of real life. And then slowly throughout the movie, my friend just goes, this is some bullshit. Making it so much better. The only thing that stops this movie from being like a perfect experience was the fact that for the first 15 minutes of the film we were the only two in the theater and it was perfect, and then a couple walks in and starts watching it as well out of fucking nowhere. I was so upset when that happened because we were having so much fun watching this film. I don't even know what I was expecting, but apparently I got an Avengers movie out of it. Like, truly, this movie was insane. Like, imagine Megan, but Quantumania. It was crazy. I was so ready for Nick Fury to recruit Russell Crowe's Jimbo, Priest, Exorcist, Gabrielle Amarth into the fucking Avengers at that point. Like, it was insane. And then the ending felt like super Batman and Robin-esque. It was so fucking funny. Like, honestly, this review can't put to justice this film. So I just recommend you go see it yourself. This is a Hot Pocket movie, but it is one that, like, it's a good flavor of Hot Pocket. Like, you will end up, like, seeking this one out more often than not, just purely due to the fact that this was batshit chaos 99% of the time. So, what is this film? Certified Hot Pocket movie. Honestly, just go see this for yourself. I couldn't believe what I saw, and I don't think you will either. And just like that, be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you saw this movie, or if you're even planning on seeing this movie, because honestly, if you don't want to see this whole movie, I think Moist Critical did his rant about it, and I remember I watched his rant before I went to go see this film, and I'm still confused. But yeah, other than that, I'll leave you guys to it.